Alright guys, second set. This is Nuke, the Mothra of commentators. That sounded more like a chihuahua in pain than a Mothra. But okay, this is going to be on Dreamliner. And we're going to have some fun here. Except down at the 6 o'clock position in yellow is Hyuk. And over at the 3 o'clock position in brown, I think, is RuBy. RuBy Brown. That doesn't make any sense. Why isn't he red? I don't know. But okay, this should be fun now that Hyuk is showing that he's going to bring ridiculous aggressive play. But at least RuBy is going to be in the know now. If RuBy didn't know before, he's going to know now that Hyuk is a very aggressive player, so he needs to play a bit more defensively than he did in the last game. Make sure he has his fire bats out front to deal with Zergling busts, and have his Marines ready to intercept those mutas as they come in. Because I think we're going to see another similar build from Hyuk. Hard to tell. I'm pretty sure he's going to go for mutas just because of the distances between the bases. But you never know. Zerg players have been surprising me at what they go for on this map. Not one standard game from a Zerg player I've seen on this map so far. So yes, we're going to have some fun. Okay, Dreamliner. The more games I see on this map, the more I like it, I think. Still haven't seen, as I said in prior commentaries, haven't seen good solid macro game on this map. I know they've been played, but I just haven't commentated on those. They've been played like on Wednesday's games. Had someone tell me about the Kanata versus Free games. I think that was it, Kanata versus Free, in which Free took the top left expansion, which I said that I'd probably never get to see, which I still might never get to see as a commentator anyway. But okay, Hyuk putting down a spawning pool first again. I think we're going to see another aggressive build from him. And RuBy just made a few critical mistakes in that last game. It was surprising to me how quickly he lost his army, because RuBy did have a very, very large army, but he let it be completely surrounded by Zerglings, and I think that really was his downfall, not preparing for those Zerglings. He had fire bats out, but he just decided to put them in the bunker, which was smart, but he didn't have the SCV by to repair that bunker. I mean, a bunker with fire bats in it is very powerful against Zerglings, of course, but you need something to repair it, because the Zerglings will eventually take it down. But okay, RuBy's going out, hovering under that Overlord for some reason. I think he's going to put down his expansion soon. And let's see what Hyuk does. Hyuk already getting his Zerglings on the way to this base. He has his second base going. So he's not going for a one-base build like I see in a lot of other Zerg players. Well, just Calm, I guess. Not a lot. But Calm go for the one-base build on this map. I think Zerg players, I'm not sure, but Zerg players seem a little bit scared to go for standard play on this map so far, which is kind of strange because I thought this map would be slightly Zerg favored, either really Zerg favored or slightly Zerg favored at the least. So it is very strange to see them cheesing so much, but okay, here's a lair coming up. RuBy's going to try to stay in here long enough to see if the Spire comes up, which it probably will. I think we're going to see the Spire first, because if Hyuk is going for a lurker build, he's not going to want to let RuBy know about that. So if the scout stays in here any longer, which it doesn't, but I said what I was thinking, if the scout did stay in longer, he'd throw down the Spire, try to kill that SCV, and then cancel the Spire and put up a Hydralisk in if he was going for a lurker bust. That's usually the smartest thing to do. Always good to do fake outs in StarCraft if you can. But RuBy hanging outside, he already has his backup scout ready to go in there. He sent that out pretty early. But he is up against a wall of Zerglings, and I'm pretty sure that Hyuk saw that SCV out there, so he's going to be very diligent and pick that off as soon as it runs in. There's a Spire coming up for Hyuk, so he is going for another 2 hatchery. He's going for a 2-hatch Mutalisk this time around, I think, because I haven't seen that 3rd hatchery anywhere. Nowhere to be seen. And there's a scout going to be taken down again. Scout goes down for RuBy, and I don't see the supplement scout moving out of his base anytime soon. So he's just going to prepare at the front. He has bunkers. Get the bunker ready at the front for another Zergling run by, which could be possible again from Hyuk. But Hyuk working on 2 gas, 2 hatch. So he's going for 2 hatch Mutalisks, and it looks like RuBy decided to go for his academy first before his engineering bay, which could definitely hurt him not getting up the turrets in time. You never know, those turrets might not be in time. But the engineering bay coming up, and Hyuk is going to have his Mutalisk in very, very, very soon. Let's see if the turrets will be in time to defend against this. I mean, a couple turrets down below the main at either of the mains. Well, I guess the top of the main down at the 6 o'clock position. It wards Mutalisk away pretty well. But you gotta have the timing correct. It looks like RuBy still hasn't thrown down any turret. Okay, he's just now putting down his turrets. These might not be in time though, so he's gonna have to use some pretty epic Medic Marine control to get out of this jam, because Hyuk has cut his drone production. He's not completely saturated at either of his bases, so he is very much focused on getting all Mutalisks, and he's going to try to end this with Mutalisks from 2 bases. And probably eventually throw down his 3rd once he picks off a few SCVs. But you never know with Hyuk. He might stick to 2 again. He stuck to 2 in the last game. But look like 1 turret up, another turret right next to the barracks, so that's going to be good for RuBy. It looks like he is going to weather this attack, at least for now. And there is Hyuk, might be preparing for another onslaught of Zerglings and Mutalisks. This could be almost the same attack that he did in the last game, but looks like he's waiting for a few reinforcements before he tries something like that. Another turret coming up. Let's see if the 2nd turret will be in time. Oh man, the Zerglings coming at the exact same time. They're all dying, but both of the turrets go down at the same time, so I think that was worth it for Hyuk. So Hyuk is going to delay the mining a little bit down here as he's trying to pick off the scan, I think. Well, trying to get something done down here. So RuBy forced to lift off his natural expansion expo. So that's not good for him. And now the Zerglings are still outside the front door, so I think that we're going to see them running in sometime. Actually, the Zergling, I think he sacrificed the Zerglings to take down the turrets. So he's focusing primarily on these Mutalisks, doing a good job of whittling down the Medic Marine troop again, taking down more turrets. Sticking at this 2-hatch build is really working out for him, it seems, because RuBy didn't quite have enough turrets to get this done. RuBy, you're falling apart. RuBy has to clump up those Medic Marines to stave off this attack. But it looks like Hyuk, I think Hyuk will just keep pumping Mutalisks until he's able to just kill everything here. The natural expansion back up and running. Plenty of turrets in, but just at the wrong locations. Oh man, so Hyuk can still stay in here and cause a lot of damage, even though there are about 6 turrets in the area now. It takes down 1 of them, so he's going to have a field day over these barracks now. Man, I'm not sure what happened to RuBy here, but he just can't keep up the number of Medic Marines he needs. Just being stopped left and right as far as that goes. He's trying to hide by his turrets with those Medic Marines, but he only has 3 Marines left with 1 medic, and that's not going to be nearly enough for this entire control group of Butas here, just killing the barracks. The barracks are going to go down soon because only 1 turret in range to stop these Mutalisks from taking down these barracks. So Hyuk knows what he's doing right now. Just going to kill the barracks. Oh, RuBy running in with the STVs. This could be an epic repair. This saves the barracks as he's still trying to pump those Medic Marines. But here comes some extra Zerglings. Take out this bunker at the front. Nothing left in the bunker, and it looks like RuBy has lost yet another game to a timing attack from Hyuk. Oh man, plenty of turrets in the main now, but a little bit too late as the final turret going down at the natural expansion, and not much left for RuBy. Expect the GG very soon from RuBy. It's kind of anticlimactic because I was expecting to see some awesome Medic Marine control from RuBy, which is what he's known for against Zerg. He's a very good versus Zerg player, but wasn't really able to display that, and didn't quite get the oh man, that's a lot of turrets inside the main, but as I said, a bit late. Huge sigh from RuBy. He knows he did not have a chance to display his true potential in this series, but Hyuk is going to take it and move into the round of 16. Pretty awesome. And I think RuBy got rid of some Zerglings there under that command center. Either that or he attacked his own command center, but I'd like to think that RuBy wouldn't do that. I don't know. You guys can go back and look. But, okay, RuBy running out of troops. Zerglings coming in at the exact same time. If Hyuk runs in with more Zerglings, he'll be able to get rid of the turret threat. No problem. Hyuk is looking scary. I think Hyuk will definitely be a presence in this round of 16 just because of his style of plays. It's so annoying. There's another smirk from RuBy. He's like, you SOB. It's not quite as happy of a smirk this time around, though. That was a very sarcastic smirk, I think. I'm RuBy. GG. So RuBy knocked out, looking a little bit depressed. But Hyuk makes it into the round of 16. Exciting for all the Hyuk fans. I have quite a few Hyuk fans in my subscriber list. Every time I do Hyuk game or mention Hyuk, have everyone in the comment section like, "Go Hyuk!" Which I'm sure I'll have now. But this has been Nuke. See you guys next week for the next few series, starring such luminaries as Fantasy, Lita, Bisu perhaps, and Quanro. See you guys then.